And done.
I think we're live.
And we're
Hi,
live.
everybody.
And we're live.
Hello, everybody.
We are live.
Hello.
Zambo, I just want you to remember that we can fully see the TV behind us. So we just need
Huge.
Welcome, everybody.
Bouncing.
Welcome, everybody, to this week's Grindhouse Radio Live and Uncut.
Gigantic.
We appreciate you tuning in, hanging out with the crew. We
Bouncy.
are one woman down. What do you call it? Unfortunately, it has been a bad
Ginormous.
week for us with the flu. So yeah, I was taken out,
Enormous.
and then Kim has taken him out, and wonder which one of you fools are next.
Yeah, no, I
Beach
definitely
balls.
feel like crap.
Yeah?
Or I feel like crap coming. Yeah, I've had like chest congestion. I feel like I've had chest congestion all day.
Yeah.
I'm fine though. I bounce back. I have a pretty good immune system.
Oh, yeah, that's the stuff.
Okay.
That's the stuff.
Yeah. But,
Well,
we good.
at the end of the day, I have a pretty good immune system too, and it wiped me the hell out.
All right.
So
The thing with my immune system is it won't hit me until everyone else has had it, and then like 2 weeks later, it's going to kill me for like 2 days, and then I'll
Okay.
be fine after that.
there we go.
It's the weirdest thing. Yes, I'm very, very ludicrous with my
And yes,
with my
we
Googling.
understand. We understand that Kim is the real star. I know.
Aw.
We understand. We're sorry that we're down Kim today.
Wait a minute, who said this?
EMES Warg.
Oh well, excuse us. Hello, Mary. I am.
Well,
I
I
am.
understand. I know you guys don't understand.
I will no
already know that-
longer. I will no longer be taking care, paying attention to EMES Warg, because that was very rude. I'm just
mean,
kidding. No, that's cool.
yikes.
No,
Way
it's,
to
That's
be
cool.
totally cool, dude. I mean, well, you have
Listen,
to go
to each their
you have
own.
to go to accept it. I accepted Kim was the star of this show a long time ago.
The force is strong with Tom. That was Ira. Very cool.
Appreciate it, Ira.
Not a good week to
Thank
visit
you,
the
Ira.
Grindhouse. No, it's not.
No, we should we should
Unless
get
you
a
have a
quarantine.
hazmat
Yeah,
suit.
we should get a quarantine bubble for in here.
So,
Yeah, hazmat suits only, please.
We could
if
be
you
the
intend to
first
visit.
ever podcast under quarantine.
yeah, we should be.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, we could do the record that we were looking for.
Which
The
one?
quarantine
Oh
that
yeah. Well, it'd probably be a record in itself.
echo
First,
in my ear.
first podcast to ever be quarantined.
Yeah, well, I don't want that
That's
record.
probably a record.
I don't
Why?
want that record.
Why? If it's a record, I mean, it's a records are records. You know.
Jamie says elderberry and vitamin C. Truth. Brian
Elderberry.
Little.
What about
hello.
young berries?
Yeah. What?
Jeez.
I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there.
What about adolescent berries?
All right, I'm just gonna cut that
I know
right
it's a
off.
gentle giant. I went on your Facebook. Jesus.
So we posted a question earlier today to kick off this evening's Live and Uncut, and the question was, are there any TV shows or movie scenes that really hit you in the feels and remind
I
you
got a
that you
couple.
have emotions?
I got a couple.
So I'm sure you do.
Oh man.
I'm sure you do. So now
That's a tough one.
we received a ton of answers.
Yeah.
We're gonna start exploring them now, but we do expect everybody at home to be watching, to be joining in with us and expanding on this conversation. Tom, I'm sure you, like you said, you have a few.
I got a couple.
Steve, you have some.
I have one or two, yeah.
I have a bunch. But what's funny is that like some of the ones that people mentioned in the comments actually were similar to me, so
Really?
it's really weird how a lot of people have the same kind of I guess the same things kind of touch their emotions, here
Rachel, is it all? You said Frozen 2. Is it all of Frozen 2 that touches your emotions? Because that was one emotional roller coaster ride for you then, because that was a long movie.
I know, right?
All of Frozen 2.
truth.
The whole movie. You can't
Yeah.
pick one scene. The whole movie. It was a good movie.
Mine was The
It was a
Irishman.
very good movie.
The Irishman,
Yeah.
the entire
All-
Irishman.
I was crying and hoping it would end.
All 3 hours.
Oh, is that bad?
Oh no, I'm just playing around. Actually, I liked it a lot. That wasn't actually it at all.
All right, so let's start with the comments in here.
Sure.
Let's see. Chevy Chase crying with the home movies. I'm not familiar with that. Brian, what have we learned? Charlie Brown makes me cry as a veteran. When those two guys start making out in Brownback Mountain.
He definitely meant to say Brokeback
You mean
Mountain.
Brokeback Mountain? Really made me cover my butt and hold my friends tight. Wow. Okay. I'm done.
How tight are we talking?
Wow. All right, we went there.
Yes,
All right.
cheers. That
Well,
was a
this
good
isn't
one.
uncut. This isn't
That's,
uncut.
that's what uncut means. You can get a little
Um,
risque.
Let's see. Kathy
risky.
Albanese said Armageddon had it all.
Armageddon had a good chunk.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
did. No, it absolutely did.
Jenna says Toy Story 3. I guess the
Well,
entire movie.
that's- Well,
I mean,
well, yes.
I can see that.
More specifically, the couple times that I have to say that hit me, if we're gonna share some of ours, was
Yeah.
when Woody's looking into the furnace, like right before we're about to burn up.
Oh yeah, that's
For a solid 30 seconds. I knew that they weren't going to kill all of my toys from my childhood.
they could
but
have
for
though.
a solid couple seconds, I was like, "Oh my god, everybody's going to die."
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
like the one time I would like, because I like to spoil movies, like quote-unquote spoil movies. I just saying everyone died.
Right.
This time it looked like it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that YouTube video of the kids who re-edited Toy Story 3 to end at the trash compactor scene?
I wouldn't. To
I
this
couldn't.
Day,
I couldn't even watch that.
To
It
this
was
day.
hysterically horrible.
No, I couldn't watch it.
I would
Like
be
it
broken.
was so mean.
I would be broken to this day, like. Forever.
I know.
And then the
Oh,
only
yeah.
other time was when Woody says that after Woody's given up to the little girl.
So
after-
long, partner.
That
That
right
Oh,
there, I
oh.
was
It hits.
uncontrollably crying in the movie theater.
That actually gave
Oh
me
my
a
God.
chill when I said
I
that just
am-
now.
I
so.
have no qualms about it. That was a sad.
No
yeah,
qualms.
yeah.
No, I agree. Now, what they could have done though, if they did do that and they actually
toys?
killed all the toys, essentially, what they could have done is they could have had the same toys get together at a different person's house, and it would have been the same characters that would have been,
Oh,
you
with
know,
just like different
but
variations.
exactly.
Yeah, no, I understand.
which would have been actually kind of interesting and cool.
Okay.
It still
Yeah.
would have sucked, but to show, hey, they are just toys.
It would have just bugged, but it would have just bugged me that
Aw.
like technically, like if
I
they
know.
did any movies following, it would have just bugged me. It's like, oh, it's not the same Woody.
Oh, Laura was saying about Christmas Vacation when Chevy Chase finds the home movies in the attic.
Oh,
That's what she's referencing.
I got you.
I completely
Your-
understand
yes,
that now.
yes.
That
Your
makes a lot of sense.
wife, Danielle, had
Okay.
probably one of the biggest ones of everybody. If you're a fan of '90s television,
ER?
when Will Smith wants to know why
Oh.
his dad doesn't want him.
Yes.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's
Probably
a
one of the
good
most
one.
emotional scenes
It
on
was.
television ever.
That's a good one.
It still it brings a tear even when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
Gives me
man.
chills.
Yeah.
It is such an and people forget about that.
Oh yeah.
You know,
well,
but
I
when
think
you
nowadays-
remember it,
It hurts.
Well,
it
nowadays
hits.
it comes back all the time. Facebook posts
Yeah.
it once
There
every
were
couple of weeks.
a lot of episodes of Scrubs that actually did that to me
they
too.
did
They
that,
hit
yeah.
you right in
Well,
that
well,
good old
'cause
center spot.
What Scrubs did was like made Grey's Anatomy funny. Like Grey's Anatomy was just a from what I've heard, and my mom was a huge fan, is and was a huge fan of that show. It's just constantly people dying.
Yeah.
Scrubs got really funny, and you got really attached to the characters because it was
Mm-hmm.
hilarious. And then bam, they're dead.
You know what? With when Dr. Cox's brother was on the show, and it was Brendan Fraser at the time.
Yeah. His brother-in-law. That's
his brother-in-law.
His wife's brother.
Yeah, and they were really close relationship-wise, like friend, like really close, like basically like brothers. And when he died in the show, spoiler, it's pretty old, but still, it was like Dr. Cox kept on thinking he was seeing him, when meanwhile he wasn't. It was
Yeah.
actually like really heart-wrenching.
I just want to get some more of the comments. Also,
Yeah, no,
Go,
no,
go,
yeah,
go,
yeah,
go,
yeah.
Gregory Iosa says, "End of Braveheart, freedom." Yeah. That was
enough,
absolutely
fair enough.
that was a good one. Let's see here. Ira says, "Marley and Me, 8 Below. Animal movies get to me."
I
Agreed.
absolutely refuse
Oh, yeah.
to watch Marley and Me.
Oh, it was
because
heartbreaking.
I can't subscribe
Oh,
to
yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, it was heartbreaking. Yes, and that scene wasn't scripted. Will Smith did that all on the spot, I believe. That was from Rachel.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I think that was actually related towards his own father, if I'm not mistaken. Like he actually tried to relate
Yeah,
to
he
that.
had to have pulled something.
Yeah.
Jamie says, "American Sniper, the ending when she gets the call all the way to the end driving through Texas. Me and my husband bawled."
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
a good one. I have one that's not sad. It's just and you're gonna laugh at me and make fun of me. I don't care.
No, go for it.
It's the scene in Field of Dreams when
They
James
build
Earl
it?
Jones has the big speech at the end of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right before the girl starts choking on the hot dog when
Yeah.
he's walking out telling it, baseball. I can't really. I'm not gonna do the whole speech for you right
It's
here.
fine. It's fine.
But if you like Field of Dreams, you know exactly what I'm talking about. James Earl Jones, big part in the movie.
Yeah.
Gets me every time. I
Yeah.
watch it before every single baseball season.
Nice.
All
That
right.
one scene.
Nice.
Let's see. So we've got another one. Janine Spada, How to Train Your Dragon, Beauty and the Beast, and the Brady Bunch. So I guess those are the movies, but
Give specific
We need
scenes.
specific scenes.
Specific scenes.
Specific scenes.
You know what? The ending of the Cowboy Bebop movie. That
didn't
was a
see
good
that.
one too. That was very good. Basically, Spike, the main character, gets shot up, but he still has to fight the main protagonist at the end, like kung fu hand-on-hand combat. And at the very end, he's just literally walking down the stairs, beaten, bloodied, and shot up, and he just literally just, the moment he gets down to the stairs, he just collapses.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was actually like really. Like,
I've heard
that's
very
awful.
good things about Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop is a very good anime and a great movie, so I do recommend watching it at some point.
Okay, we got Jalen says Mufasa's death, and which
Yeah.
was pretty awful.
Mufasa's
Yeah,
death
yeah,
was
yeah.
probably my first touch of like death in a movie. Like I just didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I just that was the first one that probably really
Hit
got
home?
me. Really
Yeah.
hit home.
I
Yeah.
can see that. Yeah.
And Cap finally saying Avengers Assemble.
Oh yeah.
That
no.
got it. That got him teary-eyed.
oh yeah.
It wasn't even just that. It was the second
the
Cap
culmination of everything.
picks up Thor's hammer.
Uh-huh.
Everybody just
I was
lost.
tearing. I was like, that's my favorite. This
That's
is my
what we needed.
favorite
That's what we needed.
Avengers scene at like almost ever.
That gave you the feels, huh?
It really did.
Okay.
I love Cap.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Comedian Johnny Ambrose says the last scene in Homeward Bound where the kids reunite with
Yep.
their pets.
Yep.
Gets them every time.
Yep. That does it.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen. Any pet movie it gets you in the
Can't-
feels.
Yeah,
can't
any
do-
pet
the only
movie
one that
is
doesn't
almost
really
like-
get you in the field is Stuart Little, because Stuart Little, not feeling nothing really sad happens in the movie.
You know,
Because it's
Dylan.
voiced.
Dylan used to say when he was a kid, "Me hate that mouse. Me hate that mouse." I used to hate it. He refused to
what?
watch it.
When-
Me hate that mouse.
when the original
friggin'
Uncle
funny.
Ben dies in Spider-Man.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
that
Tobey
was a
Maguire
sad
version.
one.
The Tobey Maguire
Yeah.
version.
That's the only real version.
Well, yeah.
Of course, everybody would, I
Well,
mean, listen,
it's debated.
It's debated because I like the new guy too.
Listen, Holland
I
is
like the
good.
new
Tom
guy.
Holland is
Tom
good at what
Holland's
he does.
probably
Tom
the better
Holland's
one.
the best Spider-Man.
He
Holland's
is the
good at what
best
he does.
Spider-Man, but I liked the old movies.
Oh yeah, Tobey Maguire
You know,
was very good.
I mean, they were made by the
aside from-
Raimis. What do you
Aside
expect?
from the third one we're gonna just pretend didn't exist.
Here you go. Here's one.
Yeah, Topher Grace,
Laurel,
we're
I
looking at
have
you.
been to the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's a really good time. I love that place.
Here's one. Danielle just said, "I love you 3000." That
Don't.
was sad.
Yeah, that
you
was very
did.
sad.
That
There
was
were a
very
lot
sad.
of tear jerkers in
They did that on
in that
purpose.
movie. Yes, they did.
Yeah, yeah. What do you call it? Kim's in the chat, so anybody who's on chat, you can say hello to Kim. So what do you call it? She is at home. She's dying of the flu, just
Yes,
like I was.
Sadly.
So it's probably my fault she got it. Let's see. Zeb Jaffrey, Forrest Gump, where he and Jenny hug in the reflecting pool and everyone cheers. Mo Meltz says, "My girl, Thomas J's Wakes."
Very good.
Thomas J's Wake. Yes, that was
Jeez, I'm
that
trying to
was
think.
that was a killer one.
You know one that people actually like wind up crying about, and I just have a hard time feeling bad, was when Jenny dies in Forrest
yeah,
Gump.
yeah.
Now you see,
She
I
was a
felt bad
bitch.
for Forrest.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Jenny was the worst human being
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
she
planet.
was
Like,
pretty
she is
bad.
literally like top 10
She was pretty
worst
bad.
movie characters in
Yeah.
the world. And like all Forrest does is love Jenny, and all Jenny does is leave to go do heroin and bang other dudes.
Jenny.
And then
Jenny.
comes back and just dumps a kid in Forrest's lap and says, "Hey, here's baby Forrest." You don't
Also,
even
I'm
100. Like,
dying.
I feel like you don't even 100% know if that's really Forrest's kid.
Probably.
It's
is.
probably not.
Probably. Well, the way that.
And we'll
it
just
turned
glaze over
out.
the fact that the kid probably has AIDS because Jenny died
You
of
know
AIDS.
what? The movie Jack
Yeah.
with Robin Williams. Remember that?
Yes.
Where he was an adult, kid in an adult's body, and his
Listen,
body was growing out.
What do you call it?
Horrible.
Robin Williams in general makes me cry now.
Oh, forget it. Oi.
Let's see. Kim says Jenny. Let's see. Ira, for anyone who saw MASH when Radar announced the death of Colonel Blake.
Oh
I like
God,
the
I
vaults.
remember that too.
Um,
I remember a rerun of it, but Jesus, when I used to watch that at my grandparents' house, that hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, MASH was a great show.
Let's see. Bing Bong sacrifices himself for Joy in Inside Out. Take her to the moon for me, okay? Did you guys see that?
I
That
actually
was
didn't
sad.
see Inside Out.
When the chameleon died in when the firefly died in Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog. Oh, I
Remember
didn't
that?
see that one.
What? Oh, you got to see
Princess
that.
of the Frog's great.
It
movie.
was
no, I did
Disney's
see that
last
one.
animated movie.
Maybe.
Hand-drawn movie.
Yeah, maybe I saw
Yeah,
that one.
I recommend it.
Let's see
you
what
haven't.
else we got. Titanic, when the mother is the face of calm reading the kids a bedtime story, a strong mother, then it goes into the old people crying and holding each other in the bed as the boat is sinking.
Oh yeah. That is,
Makes me cry every
that is
time it says.
heart-wrenchy.
Oy, oy, oy. Buffy's mom. Danielle said Buffy's mom.
Aw.
So
I
she
didn't
was.
watch Buffy.
I loved Buffy. We used
How
to
about
watch
every
Buffy
single
all the time.
time? What's his name? Dean dies in Supernatural.
Oh, I've never
never
watched
watched
it.
I never watched it
Supernatural.
either.
No,
Never
what
watched
do you
it
call
either.
it?
Apparently every single time.
I'm trying to think of television. Like what in TV?
A lot of
There's so much
got me.
TV.
For
The
me,
Walking Dead. So many deaths
You know
in
what?
The Walking
I
Dead.
didn't cry
hit me.
for any of them though.
You didn't cry for Herschel? You didn't cry for Herschel?
I didn't cry for her. I was just emotionally distraught for Herschel.
Or
Herschel's
Glenn?
probably. I would honestly think Herschel's death
Mm-hmm.
is probably where my break off of The Walking Dead started. Like I
You
know
think?
I said because Herschel, man.
Yeah.
Herschel was my favorite character.
Herschel
on that
was
show,
a
because
pretty
he was
badass
he reminded me of
character.
my grandpa, like how my grandpa would be in like a zombie survival
Yeah.
situation, and then to just have him offed. Yeah, no, that hurt a little bit.
Yeah, no, very much so.
I can see that.
What do you call it? Yeah, no, for reals. Like, look, so many deaths in Walking Dead got me. Glenn got me.
You see, but I think we were. The thing is, though, I feel like we were.
I knew it was coming.
We were prepared for Glenn because Glenn
Agreed.
was supposed to die like 4 or 5 times.
Agreed.
But-
Agreed. But, well, I mean, there were teasers, but
Yeah.
this is how he died in the comic, and they stuck true to that.
Yeah.
And then Carl's death killed me.
Carl's death was rough.
What do you call it? That was
Carl's
a rough
death
one.
was rough.
Beth's was rough.
Yeah.
Beth's
Yeah.
was rough.
It was a rough. Yeah, that was a hard one.
And what do you call it? And Merle, when Merle went, I was really upset about that too.
Well, you know Merle personally.
Yeah, but I know Beth personally also.
That's
And
fair.
Glenn.
That's fair. That's fair.
And actually Herschel. To put it bluntly, I know almost all of them. And Carl. Actually, yeah, I know all of them personally.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. But
That's
what do you call it? A matter of fact, the funny thing about Beth, what do you call it, with on Walking Dead, I was there for both episodes, the two main Beth episodes I was at Talking Dead for.
Oh wow, that's
yeah,
awesome.
I was at both of the Talking Deads.
That's
So,
great.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And then so when she died, I was like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's so. Yeah. There were so many, but I feel like there's just so many deaths in The Walking Dead. It's hard to it's just exhausting getting upset
Yeah.
about all of them.
Yeah, no, agreed. But there are certain ones that you got, like Sasha. That was another sad one.
Sasha was a bit of a sad one.
You know?
I didn't feel as connected to Sasha as the other ones.
Me neither. But those 5, I think, were like really.
I feel like the only one that I didn't really get, like when I was watching the show and was hard into it, that I didn't really get that bummed out for was what's
Andrea?
her name? Andrea. There
Yeah.
we go, Andrea.
I felt bad, but I didn't cry over it.
Yeah, well, it's because like she was kind of like, you kind of hated her for
Yeah,
a
because
little
she
while.
was stupid.
Yeah.
She did stupid things.
Yeah, and then she tried to redeem herself in the end, and then she died.
Yeah.
She died trying to go out on a high note.
I know Danielle would be pissed if I didn't mention this one, and she yelled it in the thing. Dr. Mark Green in ER. When Dr. Green died, that was the most awful thing. I believe it had like a brain tumor, and they and they killed him off. And they had the who's the big fat guy that plays the little you know
you
what I'm
mean the
saying?
ukulele?
The
You
ukulele.
mean the musician?
Yeah, the big
Oh,
dude.
yeah. His name is.
Yeah.
Well, the short
He's
name
awesome,
is.
but
He's a beautiful.
That's playing in the background. What do you call it?
that
You know,
hurts.
and it's just like it's just.
There's been
the
a lot
most-
of video game moments too. Now that I'm thinking about it, that just kind of hit.
Yeah.
Which were just like oof, those big oof moments.
Mhm.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to say when Dom from
Wow, that's
Gears
scary.
of War
I was
3
thinking the exact
dies.
same thing as you.
Like that was tough. Or when he had to actually shoot his wife because she was so malnourished from being put into slavery from the locusts.
Yeah,
Like that was
that
bad.
was a
Like
big
obviously
one.
spoilers for 2 and 3, but big
Those games came out like
big spoilers.
15 years ago.
When Arthur Morgan.
That was bad. No,
that was
that one
awful.
hurt. Like
and that depends on which spectrum that you had too. If you were like more of an outlaw than a cowboy, like the game would change the ending for you. But
yeah, but I mean, like he got TB no matter what.
Jesus, yeah, he got tuberculosis no matter what. So
That
you
was the
saw
worst.
you saw that slow descent into sickness. That was awful, man.
Isn't it crazy though
John
how
Marston, oof.
how when you're watching and you're so engulfed in a television show, a series,
Yeah.
or a film, or a video game, or any of this,
You just
that you
fall
can
in
get
love.
so wrapped around certain characters
Oh, yeah.
that and
Oh, yeah.
certain things in certain settings, it just breaks your heart, and you
Mhm.
you can empathize with it. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just, it's just insane.
Or
So
the other way, when you see a character finally die, you're just like, oh, I hope you enjoy every second of it, bitch. It's one of those moments,
well, on the flip side, let me just say these real quick.
go for it.
Laura Marie says, I cried watching Little House on the Prairie.
Aw.
Never Ending Story, when the horse sinks into the swamp.
Story.
Atreyu!
Oh yeah, that. Oh my god.
What do you call it? The whole movie with honors, tears from start to finish.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, the movie Arthur, when the butler dies. That's Sean. Michelle Spada-Caveas, The Notebook or Beauty and the Beast. So
Notebook's a good one. Yeah.
So yeah, we had a whole bunch of different things.
Man, yeah.
So now
Well,
on
thank
the
you for all coming and commenting because that's awesome.
on the flip now, what do you call it? So you where you just mentioned when somebody actually gets it.
Yeah.
So on the flip
Satisfying
side,
deaths.
what do you guys think? If anybody who's at home here paying attention, help us out. Any kind of satisfying deaths
Oh hell yeah.
in movies or television
Oh,
series?
I think two right off the
I got
bat. I'll
one.
let Tom go first.
I got two.
Go ahead.
I hope one of them might be the same as you.
Maybe.
Joffrey in Thrones and Ramsay in Thrones. Both of them.
Okay.
Both of those characters I absolutely loved.
In that case, 3 of them.
The death.
One was Joffrey, yes, but then also in Princess Bride, the Six-Fingered Man.
Yes.
Oh
Want
yeah,
my father back, you son of a bitch. I love that so much. I was like, yeah, the first time I saw that.
yeah, true,
It was
true.
so good.
What do you call it? Artax. That was and still is a heartbreaker. Oh yeah, Artax. Is that that was the horse? By the way, who's Artax?
I don't know.
Artax, I think, was the horse.
Atreyu.
And Atreyu was the horse or the kid?
Atreyu is Artax is the way you spell Atreyu.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
it's okay.
Gaston. You liked seeing Gaston get it. Huh?
Oh, Gaston getting it.
I was cool with Gaston
good.
getting it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, biting the
Gaston was
bullet a bit.
jerk.
You know.
Yeah, the governor. Yeah, my wife says the
Governor.
governor, and I was gonna say that. Thanks for taking
Yeah,
my.
I was with
Yeah.
the governor, but I feel like what The Walking Dead did a really good job of, and shockingly enough, yes, I'm gonna say The Walking Dead did a good job of something. Was
Oh.
humanizing the bad guys.
Yes.
Like there were a few times where like when bad guys would get killed, or like when
Yeah.
but you would see that like where they came from. Like you would see that The Walking Dead is basically all a matter of perspective. Like if you were to have followed the story, whether it was from the governor's point of view or whether it was from Negan's point of view, you would have wanted Rick dead.
Yeah,
Right.
Like
Agreed.
so like that's what I thought was really cool about The Walking
You're
Dead.
just seeing
Was
it from
to
one
a
perspective.
certain extent.
what do you mean though?
To a certain extent. Okay, so somebody like the governor with because see, the people didn't know what he was really doing behind the scenes. He was killing people. He wasn't trying. Like, perfect example, like one of the first things you see is he goes and he takes out the entire military. He cuts off the military guy's head. I mean,
Yeah.
and there was no reason for that.
There was no reason for that, but Rick and the crew also weren't better than ruthlessly murdering somebody for no reason whatsoever. Like there were times where people were killed in cold blood
Okay.
with this group
Right.
when you may not have had to. You just did it because at the time you thought it was what you needed to do to survive.
Agreed.
Right.
So like granted, the governor, Negan, they took it to major extremes and they looked really bad doing it, but
And Negan, look what Negan did. Negan, every time he would see a new group of people, he would automatically kill one.
But that's true. But that was to
establish
try to
pecking order.
establish dominance. Like but at Negan's
Okay.
Negan's center,
Yeah.
what Negan wanted to do was similar to what Rick wanted to do, and that's start a new life and keep people safe,
Nice.
and like not have them be all trying
Right.
to kill
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other. You know, like
Yeah.
while he was a ruthless dictator that
not
bashed
savages.
people's
I
brains in
agree.
with bats,
Yeah.
and power probably got to his head a little bit.
It did.
It's very similar to the situation that Rick was trying to cultivate.
This is
Yeah.
true. Hold on. Rachel, not a death, but the Professor Umbridge at the end of HP 5.
Oh yeah, when she got her just desserts.
Brian says the guy in Rush Hour 2, good kick, Lee. Ira says Voldemort. That's a good one. Yeah, Voldemort needed to get it.
That was yeah. I mean, like you can't wrap up the Harry Potter universe and have Voldemort still running around.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Mary says loved when Jimmy Reno got his throat ripped out. What do you call it? Oh, Laurel says, "Oh no, you spoke the name. I'm sorry, I spoke the name." Yes. When in Roadhouse, when Jimmy Reno got his throat ripped out.
Oh yeah.
Are you serious? Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
First of all, you need to see Roadhouse.
You really honestly
Anybody who has not seen Roadhouse, as soon as we're done with this live,
Roadhouse.
get off, go rent it, do whatever you need to do.
And then
You need
listen to our
watch
show on
it,
Thursday.
And then listen on Thursday.
Yes.
Because we'll be talking about it. Are we?
Are
I mean, we
about
could.
Roadhouse? I don't,
All right.
Why not? Why don't
know.
we?
We don't have. We can.
I have it. I'll lend it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Is
lend it
Roadhouse
to
on Netflix? I can watch on Netflix.
Probably.
It was on Netflix for a while.
Probably. Roadhouse was an amazing film.
Yeah, I've
It
heard.
was just such a great film.
I've heard.
Everything
I'm just
about
gonna-
it is
I'm just
good.
gonna literally.
What do you call it? Yeah. What about any other people? Anybody else? Any other bad
Well, you
guys?
haven't said you haven't given us any. You've just given us
Because I'm sitting and trying to.
No, I
run
know.
all
So,
this.
but yeah, but I'm sure
My-
that people would want to know where your thoughts stand on
My
affected
thoughts-
by movies.
It is on
and, TV.
Amazon Prime and Showtime.
All right, I got
Okay.
Amazon Prime.
But,
You can
but I
also-
also have the DVD if you need it.
also
Wesley at the
rent
end
it
of
from
Roadhouse.
everything.
Yes, that was a well-deserved one as well. For me, let's see. I mean, see a lot of the things that they have in here. Everything that I would say, most of the has come up in all these
Danielle's just been stealing all your answers.
Yeah, yeah. What do you call it?
Danielle, leave some for Brim. Jeez.
Kim says the guy husband in Kill Bill.
Yeah.
And then Rachel says Thanos.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thanos getting axed at the end, like when Thor kills him in the spoiler in the first like 3 seconds of the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, where are we going from here now? Like I was like,
Yeah.
how are we gonna continue? I
Yeah,
thought it was
exactly.
a little too much. Like I was like,
I first
At
thought
the
he
very
was
end,
using,
it was good. At
I
the very
I
end, it was
first
great.
thought he was using the time stone to not the time stone, the reality stone to make it seem like he got beheaded. But then obviously, clearly,
yeah, that happened.
that was quickly dismissed.
yeah.
There was how about so how about the guy who really murdered the girls in the Green Mile? When what do you call it? You didn't see the Green
Oh
Mile?
God.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I've ashamed myself
Yeah.
for saying that. But
What do you
The
call
Green
it?
Mile is one of those
Yeah.
movies where like I know it's gonna have it has a really sad ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
Michael
just
Clark Duncan.
Yeah,
You know,
I've
dies
seen,
even though
seen
he's
that.
innocent.
Yeah, I've seen that, and I just
Yeah.
have a hard time watching a movie that I know is gonna make me.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's see. Lethal Weapon. When the villain who killed Mel Gibson's girl met at the ending. Met and ending. Okay, there you go.
Met at the end.
What do you call it? How about all the the a-hole of a bad guy in your favorite Christmas movie? In Die
Hard?
Yeah.
Oh, when Hans Gruber fell off Nakatomi
Yeah.
Plaza. Hell yeah.
That was a satisfying death.
Hell yeah. You know what? You know what the best part about that is too? They
Okay.
said they were gonna drop. They said they were gonna drop Alan Rickman on the count of 5,
Yes.
but they dropped him on 3.
Oh,
So the look on his face of pure terror is actually genuine because he thought they were actually gonna drop him on like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that.
Uh-huh.
They dropped him on 3.
Oh wow.
That's the look on his face, and he's like, no.
Jace, yes, we mentioned the Titanic clip. Thank you for participating.
Yes.
Yes, I have westerns to discuss. Okay, so one of my very
Westerns.
old school sad moments
You know what? Yeah.
was what do you call it? Listen, I'm a huge Billy the Kid fan. I
Yeah, I
love
get
Doc Holliday, all the old stuff. What do you call it? When Doc Holliday died, it was a
In
sad thing
Tombstone?
for me in Tombstone.
You know what? That was a pretty.
That was a hard
I
one for
didn't
me.
cry at it, but I was like, oh, I was sad.
Yeah.
I was sad. That hit a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's because I knew it was coming.
All the deaths in Young Guns, what do you call it?
Yeah,
It killed
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Killed me. What do you call it? I was
Yeah.
emotionally attached to the characters.
Yeah.
But Tungsten, what do you call it? Was Tungsten? Who was the
Wait,
no,
what
who was
movie
the
was it?
Irish one in Young Guns?
I don't remember.
Oh my God, I
I
can't
don't
believe
actually
it.
remember.
Well, the main bad guy in the original Young Guns, when they come in and he turns around, he's like, reap it, and what do you call it? Reap the whirlwind, and shoots him. It gets square between his eyes. Man, that was an up and coming that I was ready for.
Nice.
I was waiting on that. That
there
was
was oh, you know what? At the end of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, when they had the 3-way standoff, and the man in black just gets blasted.
Oh.
So good.
I kind of remember it, not 100%.
They find the grave. They find the grave of the unmarked soldier, which has the money in it, and it's
We got a funny
Clint
one.
Eastwood, Tuco, and then the man in black, and they're having that 3-way standoff for like that good 7-minute thing going on, and finally, Eastwood just pulls out 2 guns and just goes ba 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 ba. It just destroys him. It was so good, so worth it.
What did you have, Tom?
We got a Jay Schweiger. I hope I didn't butcher
That's
that
Jace,
last
yeah.
name.
That's Jace, yeah.
Jace, yeah. Another sad movie. The entire thing. My wedding video. I cried watching my bachelorhood dying. Wow.
Yikes!
Zing.
Well played, sir. I hope
Yeah.
she's not paying attention
must
right
be a
now.
big
Thanks,
Rodney
thanks for
Dangerfield
making me
fan.
look forward to that. Oof. Ooh.
Ira, when Al Powell kills Kurt at the end of Die Hard, that was good.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. That crab guy in Moana.
Facts. Still never seen Moana.
Still haven't seen it
Wait,
either.
are you serious?
I haven't
Swear to
seen
God-
Moana
yes,
either.
we talked about it on Magic Kim Tom that
After.
I have to watch Moana and then I'm
After.
gonna have a nice big.
We honestly just have to
update.
get.
After Roadhouse.
We just have to
After
get a
Roadhouse?
majority.
After Roadhouse.
We just have to get a majority vote of what movies that all of us have seen and all of us have not majoritarily seen. Like obviously, I haven't seen I've seen Roadhouse. Sorry, I haven't seen Moana. Tom hasn't seen Moana, so that's obviously a 2 out of 3
Absolutely.
majority
It's
here
a
right
movie.
this moment.
Yeah.
So that should go on the list. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then like we'll have like a movie night where we do like 3 or 4 movies.
Oh wow.
I say we should do that.
Let's do it.
That'd be fun.
Hello Jackie. Hello Mary.
Hello.
Kim says, "What character just annoys you?" Kimberly Adragna on the Grindhouse radio.
Her
makes
character,
me
though.
absolutely
Bonkers.
crazy. I don't know. That Zambo character we might have to kill off. I don't know.
I don't know.
When, how, where, but
Just
it might
seen her?
happen. What?
What?
Spoiler alert.
I know, Rachel. I know I haven't. It's just shocking. I haven't seen Moana. I have. That's
All I
actually
gotta
what
do-
Disney Plus is for. I need to actually.
All I gotta
catch
do
up.
is say, never mess with a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Oh, I love that movie
I
so
love
much.
that.
Princess
There's-
Bride.
Oh my god, it's a special place. Like in my list of movies, that doesn't even get put on the list because it's just in its own. It's in its own.
I hope you know
world.
I'm taking that as part of the speech.
What do you mean?
Marriage.
Marriage.
I'm doing
you're
that.
doing that?
Marriage.
Oh, that's funny.
Marriage.
Marriage.
Marriage is what brings us together today.
You should just see where that guy is and have him come do your.
Oh
wedding.
my God. He's probably dead.
All right, guys.
He was an old dude.
So listen,
I'll
we
just
want
get Fred Savage to do it.
Mary says,
Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, Tom is my hero. Very cool. Rachel says, "Do eat." I don't know what she's saying to do. Is to what? Kill Steve? I don't want to kill
Oh,
Steve.
the end of. Yes, Brian. The tears of joy at the end of Cool Runnings. Yes.
Oh, I didn't see
The
that.
end.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah, it's a
one,
good
dude.
one.
You would love that.
All right. No, I love Cool Runnings.
Okay, you have seen it. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind. But
yeah.
Still.
The slow clap.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What do you
Mighty
call it?
Ducks.
All right, listen, guys. We about
that time.
had it. Wow, Brim, and I got trouble for being a butt to Kim last week. Poor Kim.
Aw.
I love Kim. She knows it. I did that for my friend's wedding.
Yes, Mary.
All right. So listen, guys. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to our live and uncut. We do this every Monday night, 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can always feel free to drop in, and check out if we have any questions that we're going to be doing for the following week, and hopefully you guys can get us started there. To make sure to tune in. Shoot your mouth off. Let us know that you're paying attention, and as always, make sure to tune in on Thursday night,
Absolutely.
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And
Well,
make
thy
sure to hit
full
these
show.
shares. We're gonna actually post these get posted on YouTube later on. So if you can hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell on YouTube. That is
maybe
really
leave a comment
awesome.
if you'd like.
Yeah, leave a comment. It'll tell you when our shows get posted.
Yeah.
That is super important.
Yep, and make sure to review us here on Apple Podcasts. Even message on the video after it's posted on both YouTube and Facebook. And of course, Podchaser also allows for comments. So if you go to podchaser.com, look up the Grindhouse Radio, maybe leave a star review and a comment on there. That'd be kind of nice.
More than 1 star.
More than one
make it
star,
like
please.
5.
Please. It goes up to 5 stars, so please.
Anyway, have a great night, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
everybody.
Follow us on social. Be good.
Goodbye.